everybody, it's me, Mother. I'm back for another video. This video is a wee bit late, just a little bit, because I was supposed to post it last week, but this past weekend I was actually out celebrating my birthday with my family, and we had a ball. Every place that we visited to celebrate was actually a Black-owned business, so kudos to me for being able to pull that off, especially during Black Heritage Month. But yeah, we went to a really, really cute karaoke bar with private rooms, so nobody had to be shy. And when I tell you, my kids and my family, my sisters, we cut up, okay? It was a time. We also visited like a bar lounge type of situation called Pink Social. That's really cute. And the last thing we did was have brunch at a place called the Weekend Hang Suite. All these places are in Memphis, and I had a really good time. And like I said, it was just the icing on the cake that all of those places are Black-owned businesses. But this video today is about ancestral altars and why they are important and how to make and maintain one. So first, what is an ancestral altar? An ancestral altar is a sacred space created to honor and remember and spiritually connect with your bloodline. In Hoodoo, ancestor veneration is foundational. It's not optional. You have to have a connection to those who have transitioned already. Your loved ones are not gone. They have transitioned into a different realm of life. That's why I've gotten into the practice of saying someone transitioned as opposed to saying that they've died, because we are energy. Us being human beings living on earth, we're energy, and energy does not die. You cannot destroy energy. It just transitions into something different. And that's what happens when we go on to a different realm, whether that be heaven, hell, whatever you believe in, or whether you think we just hang out around here until further notice. Whatever, we don't we don't become extinct or destroyed. We just transition into something different. And spiritually, you can still very much connect with those people that have transitioned. And the best way to do that is by building an ancestral altar. If that's someone that you want to keep around you. We don't want to build ancestral altars for people that were not positive influences in our lives. First of all, nobody wants just bad spirits or someone that didn't mean anything to you or someone that harmed you. Yeah, so no one that has caused you harm. Again, I don't know why you would want to make an altar to anyone that does not have any positive significance to you, but just putting that out there. If they were not a good person to you or a good person in general, let's leave those spirits where they are, okay? The next thing is how to build one. So what you want to do is have a dedicated space. You want it to be somewhere. It doesn't have to be as closed off as like in your basement or in an attic or somewhere like that. Simply a space in your closet. If you want it in your bedroom so it can be closer to you, your nightstand you can turn into an altar, or you can get a specific shelf or table to do that. You're also going to want to use a white cloth, whether it be a tablecloth, a curtain, a bed sheet, as long as it's white, because white is protection and purity. Also, you're going to want to add a glass of water and a literal glass or a vase, something that you can see through, because that's how you're going to be able to tell when your ancestor is actually communicating with you. It's going to be through that water. Water is very vibrational. It holds frequencies, and you'll be able to tell whether the water have bubbles created in it, whether the water is getting cloudy. So you're going to want to have a glass of water on your altar as well, but make sure that you change the water on a regular basis because it's a conduit of communication. Also, an offering. An offering can be anything from who you're honoring, not yours. Don't put your favorite stuff on there. You're putting the person that you're honoring things on there. So their favorite food, their favorite beverage, their favorite color, which you can use a candle for that. That's a good way to have their favorite color there. If you're going to use offerings of food, you're going to also want to make sure that you change that often as well, because you don't want anything rotting on your altar. Photos. If you don't have photos of the person, writing their name down works as well. I like to use photos just because my family's paparazzi. I'm always taking pictures of people. But photos of the person or the person's name on the altar as well. And like I said, candles for, that represents different things. That also works. Their favorite scent, if they wore a perfume or a cologne all the time, that works as well. And the next thing is, we do not worship ancestors. There is a difference between honoring your ancestors and worshiping something. People hear, oh, I speak to my ancestors or I honor my ancestors, and they, go into that whole spiel of how you're not supposed to be worshiping nothing but God and blase, blase. We're not worshiping our ancestors. We honor them, which is very important in hoodoo, because you have to have a connectivity to your lineage and to your bloodline. And before you can work with any spirit or any other deity or any orisha, you have to work with your bloodline. So it's not about worshiping. It's about honoring them and showing gratitude so you can become better connected in your own spirituality. So with all that being said, that's how you make an ancestral altar. And I also wanted to show y'all this new book that I have. This is a book that was gifted to me for my birthday. And it is called 365 Days of Hoodoo. This is literally a step-by-step of how to do literally anything that is tied to hoodooism. It talks about mojo bags. It talks about different crystals and stones. It talks about different oils. Whatever you need. It is literally a how-to of how to get started in hoodoo. And it walks you through it. The chapters are literally laid out of day 1 through 6 is what you're going to do on these days. It's very informative. I only had it for like 2 days, and it's very informative, and it's been very helpful. This book is by Stephanie Rose Bird, and the full title is called 365 Days of Hoodoo, Daily Work, Root Work, Mojo, and Conjuration. So if you want a step-by-step, this is a good book. I showed y'all another book a couple videos back. They're probably in my shorts, I think. But yeah, that's a good one because that's a beginner's hoodoo book. But that one's good too. And I am in the middle of reading this one, and I think I'm really going to enjoy this one. So that's all I had to say. And I hope everyone has a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your Black Heritage Month. And I will see y'all at another video. Bye.